Hey y'all, what's up? Good morning. Here's another story about nothing. February is Black History Month and Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm not much of a historian. There are way better people than me out there sharing important information not to be forgotten. It's also something that I don't joke about because I'm not a drooling ignoramus. I get it. It's the shortest and the coldest month of the year. That joke is played. Can we stop? What I do know about my own family history is very random bits. We didn't have a sage family member sit us kids down around the fireplace to regale us with tales of our lineage. On my mother's side, I know we migrated from Alabama. Our family has enslaved people and Indigenous Creek. Now it's possible in their proximity to whiteness, the Creek probably held enslaved people, eventually intermarrying with some of them. This is why history is important. Bet you didn't know Indigenous people held slaves, did you? Well, by now, most people do. I had an uncle or a grandfather, don't know which one, who was lynched with chicken wire. There's also an Irish woman in there somewhere, but the story is a wee bit cloudy. I don't know, but I do know her name is Maddie. I've also heard a tale that my 3 times great-grandfather brought Alaga syrup up from Alabama and introduced it to grocers in Pittsburgh. Not certain how true that is, but it's probably why I've been using it for over 50 years and keep a bottle of it in my house to this day. I also forgot to mention that my great-great-grandfather was one of the founders of our home church, the Lincoln Avenue Church of God. But the funny thing is, I come from a line of deacons and pastors, and my grandmother, she did prophesy that I would become a preacher, and that's the only thing that I've ever done to disappoint her, because it ain't gonna happen. Jesus just ain't that important to me. My grandfather was shot breaking up a bar brawl when my mom was a kid, so I never met him. On my father's side, I don't know shit. That's not entirely true. I vividly remember my great-grandparents, Walter and Ressie. Granddad always liked pinching, and they both had a snuff habit, which is probably why the smell of Copenhagen makes me gag violently. They both died when I was about 4 or 5. Yes, I do remember them. My uncle Grandpa knocked up my grandmother while he was still married to her sister. I've already unpacked that story a couple of years ago. If you want me to retell it, I will. When I was about 8 or 9, I threatened to kill my father's brother because he disrespected and embarrassed me because he felt I didn't belong in a room with adults. I was watching a baseball game with my uncle and he forced me to go watch TV in another room with all my girl cousins. And my dad didn't do shit. So, yes, I was a violent child. Finally, I have uncles on both sides who fought in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. My dad volunteered at 16. Bad choice. I know more about my disastrous social life with women. So what stories do you think you'll be hearing from me this month? There you go. Just another story about nothing. Happy Groundhog Day. Deuces.